Hey everybody, it's Christina Holloway here. Welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to talk about something a lot of people are quietly worried about, whether your job is safe in a future job market. With all the headlines about AI, automation, budget cuts, and a shaky economy, it's easy to feel like the ground is shifting under your feet. But before you panic, I want to offer you something better: perspective and a plan. Let's talk about how to protect your career in the face of uncertainty and why all hope is not lost. All right, so let's get started. Part one: the fear is real, but it's not new. Let's start with the reality. The job market is changing again. We've seen news of layoffs, companies freezing hiring, and a general vibe of do more with less. AI tools are rapidly reshaping industries, from automating tasks to analyzing data in seconds. It's easy to feel like your job might vanish overnight. And honestly, for some roles, the risk is real. But let's look a little deeper. This isn't the first time the world of work has gone through major changes. The Industrial Revolution displaced entire industries. The rise of the internet changed how we work and what we value. Even in 2020, when remote work exploded, people had to learn new tools, build new habits, and adapt quickly. So, yes, the fear is real, but so is our ability to adapt. Part two: the new value system. In a changing job market, what companies value also shifts. If you're wondering, how do I make sure I stay relevant? Well, here's the secret. It's not about your title or how long you've been in the job. It's about your value. And that value shows up in soft skills like adaptability. Can you learn new systems quickly? Strategic thinking. Do you connect the dots between what your team does and what the business needs? This is just so incredibly important. Communication. Can you make complex things clear and help others feel confident in uncertainty? That's actually about risk management. Can I navigate uncharted waters and do it with confidence so others feel comfortable and informed? Ownership. Do you raise your hand for the right things and follow through? And look, these may sound like buzzwords, and maybe you've heard them plenty before, but they're also the traits of people who survive and thrive through change. And you don't need to be perfect. You just need to be proactive. I say this a lot. People need to see you doing these things. This is about visibility and getting caught doing good work. Now, you may say, great, Christina, but I'm just a junior associate. What does that mean for me? If you're really worried, start having conversations. Start with your boss or a skip level or a trusted stakeholder and ask questions about how things are changing and what new opportunities look like. Are you even a little qualified for those opportunities? Sell it. Sell it hard. You may be marginally qualified with real experience, but you're overwhelmingly qualified to learn, adapt, pivot, and respond to changing times. Sell it. Talk to people, because I've said this before. If you're not having conversations with the people around you, especially decision makers, then there's a good chance you could get left behind. Speak up for yourself. I can't emphasize that enough. I just helped a client land a job. She was a little qualified in the technical area, but the hiring team wasn't worried about that. My client had serious experience leading with soft skills, and she focused on that hard. In the end, they can train you, but you have to be bright, articulate, and hungry for the work. Part three: 5 things you can do right now. All right, here are 5 concrete things you can do to protect your career. Number 1, audit your skills. Take 10 minutes and write down 3 to 5 skills you use most. Are they still valuable? Are they getting outdated? Be honest. It's good to know where you have expertise and how that could translate into new opportunities if you look at it as your next evolution. Number 2, upskill strategically. Don't just sign up for random courses. Look at job descriptions you want in the future. What do they ask for? Maybe they require a degree. But you can start with a qualifying certification. It shows you're serious and invested in this new skill development. Number 3, make your work visible. Don't assume people know how valuable you are. Find simple ways to share wins and progress and weekly updates, dashboards, or even a brief summary in team meetings. Ask for one-on-one meetings with decision makers to talk about your contributions and find out how they align with the company's evolution. Number 4, build internal relationships. People who are known and trusted inside an organization tend to survive changes better than those who are invisible. I just talked to a client about this. We talked about visibility as a 3-pronged approach. Get to know people at your company, work, or introduce yourself cross-functionally. Then nurture connections in your industry. Maybe you work in the energy industry. Are you in touch with people who have moved over to other companies? Are you staying in touch with them periodically? Then keep your eyes and ears open for connections with recruiters and competitors. Building relationships for your career is really about building valuable connections. They give you value, you give them value. It's really more than just, hey, let's connect. You're not just making new friends. They could become friends, but building these relationships is a tool. Sharpen that tool. Number 5, think like a consultant. Start treating your role like you're solving a business problem. This is a great way to shift perspective. There was a difference when I was employed by the company and when I came back as a consultant. My work was specific and I knew why I was there immediately. How do you add value? Be specific. Where could you be more effective? How are you a problem solver? That mindset alone can be a game changer. So, is your job safe? Well, that's a fair question, but a better one might be, are you positioning yourself to stay valuable no matter how things change? Because here's what I know from years of coaching leaders and professionals. The people who stay relevant aren't the ones with the fanciest title or the biggest resume. I have seen very big, influential people get fired or laid off. The people who might just make it are the ones who show up, stay curious, and take ownership of their growth. Keep going. And if you feel like you're in the wrong space, be very strategic and make some moves to find something else internally or externally. This is important. Don't wait for your company to make you feel secure. Start building that security from the inside out. All right, so that's it for my video on whether your job is safe in a future job market. Let me know in the comments below what you are doing to be ready for what's next. New training, new skills, new opportunities. I'd love to hear about it. And if you enjoyed watching this video and you found it helpful, please make sure to give it a big thumbs up by hitting that like button and make sure you're subscribed to my channel so you never miss another video from me. Thank you for watching and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.